Okay, welcome everyone. Super excited to have all of you with us. Our big team call tonight, and I know that we're going to have a few more still joining us. I think we have some people that our guest speaker has invited on here. So welcome to those of you that are joining us because you love Celeste as much as we do. So we are very excited to have all of you on. How many of you guys are like losing your mind over these Black Friday deals? Are they not ridiculous? I mean, get a freaking free reset. It's amazing. I signed someone up today. She's super excited about her free reset and, of course, her other products as well. How many of you all are loving Black Cherry Slim? Can we all just give a big round of applause for Black Cherry Slim? Hooray, hooray. It is radically changing lives, mine included. Super excited about our Black Cherry Slim and our balanced combo. Loving it, loving it. How many of you all are loving? There's so many things happening right now. You are loving all of the holiday specials, the body cream, I took a shower, felt amazing, blow dried my hair, put the body cream on. Oh, I love that stuff. It is absolutely incredible. So make sure your people know about all the goodies that we have right now. Sometimes those holiday packages are kind of the foot in the door for Plexus. So make sure they know how amazing they are. They come in these beautiful bags. Don't ask me why I have one sitting right here on my desk, but I do. They come beautifully wrapped, and loving all things Plexus right now. Are you guys like, I mean, come on, who just went on a cruise and you've already earned another trip? Like there's some of you that are already earning this other leaders retreat, Punta Cana. It's going to be incredible. I absolutely love that. So if you didn't earn the cruise and you had a little bit of FOMO, this is your chance to hop on. You can still earn it. You can still earn the leaders retreat that's happening this coming February. So don't give up on that. Here we are at the end of a big, big month. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. There wasn't any family drama, right? No one had family drama at Thanksgiving, right? No, I hope you guys all had a wonderful time. We had a great time. Pardon my voice. I've been a little bit sick and I know I sound kind of raspy. Of course, we went to Tennessee and saw Jonathan's family, and then went on to Illinois and saw my extended family. Had a wonderful time. Got home yesterday, and here I am. Fun time. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Guys, as we move into this season, it's so easy for things to overwhelm us and let it get crazy. Guys, remember, that is not what this season is about. This season is about Jesus, about him coming to earth, born as a baby. So in those moments when you're feeling stressed, you're feeling a little overwhelmed at Christmas, take a few deep breaths, remind yourself what this season is all about, and we will all get through it together, right? Sometimes it feels like you almost have to get through the holidays. Let's not do that this year. Let's enjoy every last minute. I'm super excited about our speaker tonight. Celeste and I were texting the other day, and she said, "Hey, I want to speak to your team." And I'm like, done. Absolutely. Anytime you want to talk, you can talk. So, I let her know this is our team call with Sunday's team and Jana's team and everybody on here. So I posted something that I want to explain right off the bat. I posted that you are a 12-star double diamond. We had a couple people asking, what does a 12-star? What do the stars mean? So do you want to explain that, or do you want me to explain that?
Sure. It just means that I have created 12 unique jewel legs directly under me. Now, to be a star diamond, that can be in your 1 through 3s, I think, or is it 1 through 4s? Maybe 1 through 4s. All of mine are actually level 1s. So I've created 12 jewels. And by me, I mean, in spite of me, God has blessed me with 12 jewels. I don't know that I'm even good at this, to be completely honest with you, but I think I'm good at people and good at relationships and good at building relationships to build trust. And I just have had some really amazing people join me that also have that same vision. So that just means, I've done it 12 times. The double diamond part means that I've built myself the whole nether diamond leg. So one of my 12 is actually me. And it sounds really confusing, But if you look at the comp plan and you just start living it out, it kind of just all starts making sense. I don't know. I'm a little slow. I mean, I think I got paid for 6 months before I actually understood the comp plan. I just kept cashing the checks because I was worried they were going to change their mind because they were giving me way too much money for what I was doing. Y'all know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of the 12-star thing.
That's awesome. I remember when they first announced that, everyone was like, I wonder how many Celeste has, because we knew it would be a bunch. But Celeste, okay, so we're just gonna jump right into these questions. Celeste Gwynn, everyone, welcome. You have done this business for a while now. When did you start? And tell us just a little bit about your journey and everything.
Sure. So I actually do have notes, Amber. See, like I'm a professional over here, so I'm prepared.
You are very prepared.
I actually Plexus came into my life 12 and a half years ago. So I've only been with the company for 11 and a half years. So y'all just heard that I am the top earner in the company. I am also the idiot that was a retail customer for 10 months. So if I can have success, anyone can have success. If I was dumb enough to order retail for that long. Every single month, my roommate from college would call me up when I was a customer and say, you should do this, you should do this. And I was a stay-at-home mom. I was leading a Bible study. We're very, very philanthropic. We have a nonprofit. And I was so busy even then that I was like, that's so cute. I was a little bit condescending about it. And to be really honest, I said, we're real business people. We don't do things like that. Like, Jen, do you know my family? Like, I'm not kidding. I was kind of a snot. And I said, I love the products. Thank you. They've changed my life. I want to help you be a stay-at-home mom. Clearly, I did not understand network marketing. Like, as far as I knew, Jen Hawkins' grandpa, my upline, my roommate from college, could have been down in their basement, like mixing pink drink, right? And there's like pink dust flying all over the place. Like, I didn't understand that I really would have helped her more if I would have just joined. She tried to explain to me, but I'm a little thick. Like, once I make up my mind on something, I'm not going to budge on that. And I didn't want anything to do with network marketing. So she came to visit me, and she said she was coming to see my daughter, Maddie Grace, in a play. I'm pretty convinced now she was coming to manipulate me into joining her team. That's fine, right? It worked out really great for both of us. And I threw my credit card across the room and I'm like, dude, this is my quote of the century. I don't know anybody else that wants this stuff, but if this is going to help you, cool, sign me up. Threw my credit card. She's on her laptop, signs me up. The rest is kind of history. I mean, back in the day, we would have said, you know, like, I'm kind of bossy and I have a big mouth. I mean, now that I'm like seasoned, I really prefer the term influencer, right? Like, it has a way more positive connotation than bossy and has a big mouth. So I was influential before there were influencers in that, like, people trusted me, right? Like, I mean, I did what I said I was going to do. I have a strong moral compass. I love the Lord. Like, my family is my number one priority. And I had results with our products, right? Like, I believed in our products. So just really blessed by that I feel like I have been able to do Plexus and never, ever, ever have to be the cliche network marketer. Like, I never feel like I walk into a room and somebody's like, oh my gosh, Celeste is going to try to sell me pink drink, you know? And I have been the girl where I walked into the room and I've been like, oh my gosh, so-and-so is going to try to sell me mascara or a candle or a cooking utensil. Like, if you are new, I don't cook. Like, I do not want to come to your party and I do not need a whisk or a spatula. If I do, I'll run up to Walmart, right? So I've been able to not ever be that girl for almost 12 years now. And I feel like that's just been such a blessing. I lead with the business most of the time. And let me tell you why. People do not lay in bed at night thinking about gut health, except for us. We're the only people in the world consumed with gut health. People don't lay in bed at night thinking about weight loss. Let's be honest. Like, I mean, nobody's like, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. I need to lose 5 pounds, right? People lay in bed at night thinking about how they're going to pay their bills, right? I've got a kid that wants to do select soccer. I've got to pay tuition. I've got a car payment. my air conditioner broke. Like, these are the things that keep people awake at night. So I feel so extremely blessed that I have this platform where I can help you be healthy all the way around, right? I've got your physical health and I've got your financial health. And because I have this platform, I'm also going to talk to you about your spiritual health, because you got to listen. You're on here. I mean, I guess you can log off. But if you're on this call, I'm going to tell you I love Jesus, and y'all know that about me. And I've been able to say it from the stage at every corporate event we've ever had. I've been able to say it on every call I've ever done. So for me, it's like this perfect marriage where I'm like, I've been given this platform to get people healthy physically, healthy financially, and hopefully pour into them spiritually as well, right? So that's one of the reasons that I lead with the business, is that's what's keeping people awake at night. And I come from a business family. Everyone in my family is entrepreneurial. I understand business more than health supplements. If I'm being really honest, I've learned a lot in the last 11 years from folks a lot smarter than myself. Praise the Lord for people that are real smart, that have educated me, and I've learned so much. But I'm really comfortable talking about the business because I know the blessing that it can be to people. I know the blessing it's been to me. If you are new, I know I've got like, I think 6 people on here that joined me in the last 3 days. So they don't know anything about me. So they're probably like, they're either like, wow, she's awesome, or they're like, wow, she's a Bible beater. And I'll take both. Like, I'm proud of both, right? It is what it is. But anyways, I lead with the business also because it's been such a blessing to me with our nonprofit in Africa, with being able to give back to our church. And let's be honest, with having 2 kids in college and being able to pay their tuition without even thinking about it, sending our kids to Kanakuk, a camp for the last 10 years without even having to like blink an eye. There's so many things. It's just been such a blessing to help other people and to bless my family. So that's another reason I lead with the business, because who doesn't need more money, right? Like, I can do a lot of good with more money. So to me, not having financial stress, being able to give back abundantly and generously, and taking pressure off my husband. I was a stay-at-home mom, didn't mention that part of my story, for 12 years, and we made a lot of sacrifices. So to me, that was a really big deal to be able to take that pressure off of my really hardworking man and let him back off a little bit and be the best dad ever for the last 11 years and not have missed anything for our children. Like, how do you even put a price tag on that, right? So that's kind of the story in a nutshell. I feel like it was the short version, but y'all get it. I love this company. I love our products. I did have great success with the products, by the way, hence why the business followed. Lost a whole lot of weight, slept great, all the energy. I mean, y'all, I'm 46 years old. Come on, this is my money maker. Like, look at that. It's pretty amazing. 46 years old. And so, just being a product of the product, that's how I would lead into the business. Do you want me to just keep going, or are you going to ask the question?
One thing I love about you is you are always who you are. Like, you are always you. If you get Celeste one-on-one, if you get her in a group like this, like, she is always her, always authentic. And I love that. So let's go back just a few minutes. You are the only double diamond on this call. There are a couple of other double diamonds total.
Yeah,
There's
3 total.
You, right? Jen and Brooke. But talk to us. So I want to make sure that all of us on here are getting something from this, and you're not sitting there going, well, of course she's double diamond, she doesn't get where I'm at, I'm gold or I'm silver or whatever. Remember, her getting double diamond means she's been silver twice, she's been gold twice, ruby twice. She's done it all, and she's done it twice. So talk to those of us that aren't quite double diamond yet. What should we be doing? What should our day-to-day look like?
Yeah. So first of all, I want to say, don't ever say you're just silver, you're just gold, you're just this. Because what you don't realize, especially right now with the way the economy is, listen, guys, if you sign up 3 people this week and you get double BBBs, and you make, that would be, if you go silver in the next 6 days, $600, y'all, $600 is a game changer on any day of the week, especially at Christmas, especially in 2023. You're like, am I right? Like, so don't think that you have to be like, oh, I can't be bold and share, I'm only silver, or oh, I'm brand new. Like, share about what you hope is to come from these products and from this business. There are people that want hope, and you are a hope dealer. So share about what you hope is to come. If you're gold, same. If you're making $800 a month, yo, that's a game changer. If you made enough money this week to take your kids out for bowling and pizza, there are people in your newsfeed and in your real life that are going to be like, man, I wish I could take my kids out for bowling and pizza on Friday night, right? They don't have an extra 45, 50 bucks. I don't even know. We don't eat a lot of pizza. And we don't bowl either. That was a terrible example because I don't know what that costs. But anyways, take your family out to do something. You're like, there are people that will be like, okay, that's my why. Your why doesn't have to be your house payment. It doesn't have to be this big, I want to give back, abundantly. It could literally be, my kid wants to take karate and I can't afford it, right? Like, and it's $150 a month. Like, that is motivating if you share that with folks as you start building your business. So I think you're kind of asking, what should you be doing daily? I mean, what I'm doing right now, work daily, work consistently. I say, if work in the nooks and crannies, we've said that for like 11 years. And I think it's kind of cliche because, let's be honest, this week, my nook and cranny is the San Andreas fault, right? Like, sister is working. Like, that nook is wide and I'm spending a whole lot of time on my business. There's other weeks that it's a crack in a sidewalk, right? And I'm spending 20, 30 minutes a day and I'm doing all my daily income producing activity. I'm doing all the things every day consistently, but the consistent part is what's important. If you've got 15 minutes a day, do it. If you have 2 hours a day, do that. I've got Roz Payne, who's a diamond on my team, didn't want to join me, didn't have the time, is what she told me. She was working 3 part-time jobs when I reached out to her. And I said, that's why you need to do this. Don't you want time freedom? Y'all, for 6 months, she worked at my kids' private school in McKinney, Texas. She took her lunch to work. She would close her computer at lunchtime. She would get out her phone and she would work her Plexus business, right? She quit her job. She's sending 2 kids to college right now, and Plexus is her full-time gig. Saying I don't have the money or I don't have the time is an excuse. I mean, it might be a reason. Like, you might really think that. My first question is going to be, tell me about all your TV shows. If you tell me you don't have the time to work this business, because I'll tell you this, I didn't watch TV for the first 6 years. I am smarter not knowing who won The Bachelor for that 6 years. Like, I'm okay, right? And it worked out really well for me because I worked my business real hard. And so here we are. So I would just say, consistently work your business, make your lists. If you have not made your list, I am constantly adding to my list. Y'all think I'm kidding? I really am going to show you. This is my list for this week of people. If I've erased them, it's because they've joined my team. Okay. I am a pen and paper girl. Y'all see it keeps going, right? So I'm not telling you to do it. It really does keep going. Like, literally, these are all potentials. Make your list of 100 people, right? You're like, I don't know 100 people. I'm 11 years in and I just showed you 120 names, right? Because I'm constantly meeting people. I'm constantly engaging people. I'm constantly looking for ways to meet new folks, and I'm engaging them authentically. Don't make it weird, right? Like, hey girl, you need to order a pink drink for me. No, that's not how we do this. Like, build relationships to build trust. People will see right through it if you're not authentic. But I do that every day. And when I'm like thinking about folks to reach out and I'm scrolling Facebook, talking about making your list or just reaching out to folks, I'm thinking about the 3 W's. Do you guys remember that? I still use that. And it's wellness, weight loss, and wealth. And if I'm scrolling Facebook and I see someone talking about wanting to lose weight or feeling sick and tired or being broke as a joke, I'm for sure going to reach out to them and I'm going to say, hey man, like, Amber, I saw what you're posting about, and listen, because I care about you, like, I'm going to tell you about what I'm doing. I firmly believe it could change your life. And hey, guess what, Amber, if you're not interested, we're still friends. I'll see you at church on Sunday. Love you, mean it. Right. And 9 times out of 10, no matter what, that's going to give you, I mean, I'd say 10 times out of 10. I don't know. I always say, if you go at somebody with a "you're awesome," they're not going to come back at you with a "you suck." So if I like go at you and I'm like, I feel like you'd be really good at this because you have influence, because you're likable, no matter what, you're going to go, oh, Celeste thinks I'm likable, right? You may not join me, but you're going to be endeared towards me because I'm finding a very sincere, genuine way to reach out to you. So making my list, doing those daily reach outs, wealth, wellness, weight loss, post and share daily. Y'all, people are joining me right now, okay, that have been watching me for 11 years. So if you're like, oh, I just did my first post and it only got 2 likes and it was you and my mom, like, y'all, they're watching, right? People are watching to see if you're going to stick with it and be consistent, period. Reach out to folks. They may be waiting for an invite. I know you're like, what does that mean? My sister-in-law is a great example. She's a Joel on my team. She is not directly under me. She's my level 2 because another one of my friends asked her to join her team. She's her sister, by the way. So it's her sister joined me. She joined under her sister. And she told me, I would have joined you a long time ago. You never asked me. Okay. So I know you think people know what I'm doing. They see what I'm posting. Y'all, talking about this in real life, don't make it weird. Make it real and authentic. People have to know that you care before they care what you know, all the cliches, but make sure that you are asking your close friends and family to do this with you. Like, we're going to get healthy. We're going to make some extra Christmas money and we're going to have so much fun. There's trips that we can earn and they're actually really easy to earn. Let's do this together. If you don't have your friends that have joined you yet, you need to hang up this phone right after and call them up and say, this is a personal invitation. This girl that was just on this call is literally doing this with her 12 best friends. They are fabulous. They're making money. They're driving free cars and they're going on free vacations and they're changing people's lives and they're giving back to the community, right? So make sure you're reaching out to those people and asking them, because you may have people watching that think, I don't know, Terry's never really asked me to do this. She must not want me to do it with her. Reach out. I can't tell you the value in that. Follow up, follow up, follow up. I literally wrote it 3 times. And let me tell you why. This week, I actually wrote down my stats because I want you guys to know the bathtub analogy is real. Do y'all know the bathtub analogy? So in case you don't, all of us have our bathtub and the water's running, right? The drain is not plugged. So what happens? If you turn off the water, the bathtub's going to drain, right? You've got to consistently keep working. This is not easy. I didn't get lucky. I work consistently under the Lord and I've been blessed, but I work every day like this is a business. So I may be in an Olympic-sized swimming pool and you may be in the kitchen sink, but if I turn off my water, it starts draining too. So this week, because of reset, free reset, girl math, we love free stuff, right? Have y'all seen all the memes? It's just a reality. I want you to know I have reached out to 160 people, voice messages, or copy and paste message with a little something personal. I have been ghosted. Do y'all know what that means? 88 times. So I have 88 messages that have been read and I either got the thumbs up, which is not nice, y'all. Thumbs up is not really thumbs up unless you're at Texas A&M and you're saying gig 'em, right? I've gotten 88 times ghosted. I have had 25 say no thank you, and I've had 19 maybe laters. And as of 2 minutes before I got on this call, I just signed up my 28th VIP customer for the month. So that's an average of 1 a day. And 5 or 6 of you are on here. Thank you. I'm so excited. Y'all, that's 11 years in. I'm going through, if you're not a newbie, if you are a newbie, you're going to be like, what does this mean? I'm going through all of my inactives. I'm going back to anyone that has ever ordered product and saying, you've never done the reset because it's only 2 years old and you joined me 11, 9, 10, 7, 4 years ago. You got to try the Black Cherry Lime HC Imbalance. People are seeing mad sick results. We still have a 60-day money back guarantee. You need to give this a shot. Are you ready to be committed? Because I'm ready to be committed to help you, right? Because I may have had some folks join me during my season when I had my water turned off and I wasn't there for them, and I can own that, right? So I'm going back to everyone that has ever been on my team and I'm saying, you need to do this again. Let's go off to the races. We're exploding. People are having crazy results. This reset, you're going to lose 6 pounds or more in 3 days, and it's going to change your life. And I've had great luck with that. Now, that being said, of those 28, I think 10 or 12 of them are new. Church relationships, Bible study relationships, folks that I've met through my kids at college, like their parents. A couple of Maddie Grace's friends have joined under her, but that's not one of the 28. But for some reason, I'm still doing all the work for my 22-year-old daughter when she signs a new ambassador, but that's for another day. Okay, I think that that's kind of like, that's a lot in a nutshell, but follow up, follow up, follow up, especially for the next 4 days, guys. It is like right for the pick-in. Like this is prime time to work harder than you've ever worked. Work consistently, work daily, make your list if you haven't. I also said brand yourself, and I don't know that that's kind of just in line with like, be who you really are. Like when people say find your niche, brand yourself, I'm like, no, like I feel like my brand is like crazy hot mess, empty nester, Jesus loving, I don't even know, right? Like if you follow me on Instagram, but like be consistent with like sharing value, adding value. Amber, you're really, really good about adding humor. I look forward when I see that little bubble on Instagram and I see that you have stories. I can't wait to go see what you've posted because I know it's going to make me laugh. Half the time I screenshot it and text it to a few people. Totally take credit. Sorry, not sorry. Don't say that I got it from you. But I love watching your story for that reason, right? You have people that want to come to your page because they know that that Amber chick is funny, right? So just be consistent, add value, share Plexus like into your life. I actually had an influencer last night that I'm talking to that said, I just can't post as much as you post. And I'm like, ooh, I may have shot myself in the foot. And I sent her a voice message and I go, oh, girl, nobody posts about Plexus as much as I do in the world. I said, this is my full-time job. I'm the top earner. And I have thousands and thousands and thousands of ambassadors watching me. And they're duplicating what I do. And they may do one of every 10, but they're stealing my content. So I'm basically pumping it all out for them. So you can be successful posting once a day. Like, please do not think you have to do what I do and post 27 stories. My kids tell me I post way too much on my stories. And I say, listen, we are not using social media for the same thing. I'm paying your tuition. Sit down, be quiet. I don't want your input. But I probably am an over poster, but it works for me, right? Like people keep coming back because I'm kind of a hot mess. So figure out your brand. I would say that's a network marketing lingo. I would just say be yourself, right? Like attraction marketing, people are following you for a reason. They want to see your life. Don't stop posting about your life and only post about Plexus. So I think that's all on that one. I feel like I'm talking. How long do we have?
No, that's so
Like,
good. I'm taking so many notes. I hope you guys are too. Just, I hope this is encouraging. You guys are hearing the top earner talk about how many people she's messaged, how many no's she got, how many people ghosted her and all that. It's going to happen. That's the joy of owning your own business. It's absolutely going to happen. But she's also signed up 28 people this month because she didn't quit and she was so unbelievably consistent. In my opinion, consistency is everything in this business. Let me get back to our questions. Okay. There are, as we talked about at the beginning of this call, there are so many amazing things happening in Plexus right now. Talk to us a little bit about some of your favorite things that are going on in Plexus and how you're using them to draw people to your business.
Yeah. So what am I the most excited about right now? So it's actually not a corporate thing. Now I've got a couple corporate things that I'm going to mention, but the system that we have in place right now, where I am just killing it and getting duplication, right, is Thursday night, Jen Hawkins, our upline, my roommate from college, Real People, Real Stories, Thursday night. Are y'all logging into Real People, Real Stories? It's on our team page. If you are not, you have got to log on to that. It's 20 minutes. It's so organized. And it basically is testimonials and then a little snippet about the business and then get back to whoever invited you. And the testimonials are fire. Like they're so good. They rehearse, they're prepared. It's concise. It's so good. At the end of that call, we talk about the Silver and Six call, right? Silver and Six is on Sunday nights. Amber, Jana, all y'all Sunday, I don't know if she's on. Please start just copying and pasting that stuff from my team page into your team page and get your people plugged in. I mean, it has been just so successful. Silver and Six is a 15-minute call. We give away 3 gift cards. We talk about how to go silver in 6 days at the end of the call. And by the way, people share their personal stories very quickly. It's like concise. We aren't going to keep you long. We say, if you want to be in our chat, drop a yes. I want to be in the chat. On my team page, I do a poll. Vote here if you want to be in the chat. Vote here if you have somebody else that wants in the chat. Y'all, Sylvia Porter, also a diamond on my team, runs my chat. Now, You guys can start your own chat. It's all on boards. Like if you if you want to do your own thing, it's literally just plug in the copy and paste, copy and paste. There's polls. It tells people exactly what to do if they're scared to post, right? If you don't know what to post, post this. If you don't know what to say, follow up, we're going to tell you in the chat. And then when somebody adds a newbie, they say, I added a VIP, and we all celebrate them. And when they go silver, we all celebrate them again. Rinse and repeat, right? Thursday, Sunday, chat for 6 days. Thursday, Sunday, chat for 6 days. We've been doing it for 2 months, and we are seeing massive growth because people are just paralyzed. And it's like, I want to go silver. I want to make money. I don't even know what to do. We're telling you exactly what to do to get that first rank up, right? And when people make $300, what do? They keep working because that's real money. It's real money that people need. And it's so easily attainable by going silver. So get your folks on those calls and in those chats. That is literally what I'm the most excited about. I've got one that's about to go silver, 2 that have added 2. Like I said, I think I had on last night's, I had 17 people on, and I think 10 of them have been in less than a week and they are fired up. I mean, a lot of them are on this call right now. So I'm super excited about that. So it's working. That's what I'm the most excited about. Obviously, you already talked about the results with Triplex, Balance, and Reset. It's bringing folks back. I already said, inactives. I started reaching out to 10 a day. If you're new, that's not applicable. But listen, if you're new, you are the plexus girl to your network. So you have a leg up on all of us seasoned people because you're going to see results. You're going to feel great. You're going to talk about how great you feel. You're going to sleep better. Your skin's going to look better. You're going to share that with people. You're going to walk to the mailbox instead of sitting on the couch. Like, you're going to notice things if you're taking your product consistently and listening to your body and drinking your water. People are going to want what you have when you start to see results. And I don't necessarily just mean physical results, right? And certainly I don't just mean weight loss, because inflammation is real. The before and after pictures that I have seen of folks that have lost 0 pounds and they look like a different person is mind-blowing. You will see results. So I'm super excited about that for the new people. The other thing I'm really excited about is just leadership. I love where we're headed is what I wrote down. I love where we're headed. I am very, blessed and in a unique position that I talk to our C-suites every day. Sometimes I'm sure they wish they did not hear from me so much, but I'm in a chat with them. I talk on the phone to one of them almost every day, and I love the vision that Jean has for our company. I love where we're headed. I love the new stuff that's coming out. I love just the vision of where we're headed. So that's exciting. And, the other thing that makes me so excited, and this is the last thing I wrote, and then we can move on if nobody has any questions, is I'm most excited about continuing to work. I was talking to my husband last night, and he's starting a new venture, and he said, yeah, but what if it fails? And I just don't want to do this and that and the other. And I said, babe, I'm going to do this forever. I'm like, I love working plexus. I picture myself, smoking hot Mimi, with my grandkids in my lap, texting my friends, and we're still planning our vacations and doing all the things with our grandkids, right? So I am so excited to just continue building. Folks ask me all the time in this industry, including Genevieve has asked me multiple, just not asked me, more told me, can't believe how hard you still work. I've been in this industry for a really long time, and I don't know very many top earners that work like you work. And first of all, I'm here to work because I feel like we're supposed to work unto the Lord, right? What else am I going to do? I'm an empty nesting mom. Third and final, how selfish, and this is what I tell all these speakers and people that are writing books and, industry professionals that have they collect checks, but they're not still loving on their team or training or building. How selfish would I be if I was okay, all 49 of you guys on here, so you're not going to see me anymore. I just bought an island in the Bahamas. Please keep working hard. I'm going to go live my best life. What? There's still so many people that need this, right? That need our products, that need the business. It's so fulfilling to me. It's literally just fills my cup. I don't know any other, it feels like a ministry. I feel like this is the calling that God has put on my life. I'm not quitting. Like, I really feel like I'm still going to be making bank, as Genevieve says, gangster money when I'm 70 years old doing this, like, for the rest of forever, because I love it that much. So I am here because there's 49 people that love this business that are on this call on a weeknight, right? Like when they could be watching The Bachelor. I don't really know if that's on right now, watching TV, hanging out with their husband, like doing a million other things, but y'all made it a priority. And for me, like, I get off of these calls and my husband, like, it's like I jumped out of an airplane. Like I have this like adrenaline rush where I'm like, yeah, there's 50 people excited about Plexus, you know, and he's just like, hey, can we go to bed now? You know, I was like, I gotta wind down. Like, hold on, I gotta do a few more reach outs and then I'll come to bed. But y'all, that is my why. I love doing this because I love watching y'all succeed, right? If you don't know your why, figure it out. Revisit it. It changes often. Mine started with wanting to lose weight, take a little pressure off my husband. Now it's been full-blown ministry, full-blown leaving a legacy for my family financially. Like, and it changes all the time, and helping y'all. My main why is literally because this makes my night.
I think one of the huge reasons why you still work so hard is because our products and our comp plan, like you said earlier, have the capability to change lives. Like I feel like if our products were makeup or jewelry or leggings, for crying out loud, y'all knew I was gonna throw that in there. There's no passion behind that. At least I wouldn't be able to get, I did another company before, selling candle type things. There's no passion behind that. But when you tell me that you're coming off of medications and you're feeling better, you're sleeping better, you're losing weight, your skin is better, all of these things, your kids are better, like that drives you to want to go find the next person who desperately needs these products. Our products are so amazing. I think sometimes, especially those of us that have been in Plexus for a while, we tend to forget that sometimes because we just get so used to feeling good. And we get used to those around us because a lot of people around us are doing Plexus, they're feeling good. And we forget what it is that's helping us feel good are these incredible products. So
I love that. And one more thing just about that. When we become more outward focused, and it's less about me ranking up, less about me earning a trip, less about me getting it, whatever the tchotchke of the month is. You know, they're not tchotchkes. That was rude. Cute little bag, phone charger, like whatever it is. Like, I mean, I've worked real hard to get a phone charger, guys. Like, if there's a prize, I'm going to earn it, right? But when we make it less about that and what you just said, like, man, I know I can help you. That sincerity, like, just oozes from your body when it's more about what I can do for you than what you're doing for me. And I love that. I don't feel like we have that me. Hey, I need you to place an order, because we don't have quotas, right? Like, our product is, we pay for our product. Like, I don't have a garage full of product. If you want product, you go to my website, right? So I feel like it's really easy to be outward focused because we're not peddling anything, honestly, but hope. Like, we're not pushy. We don't have to be, because I'm not trying to reach a goal, a sales goal. Like, praise God that it's our product and we are one and done. And then we're seeing results. So I think that that is the way you said that. There's still people that need this. When you have that mindset, it's going to make you be really bold to go for those 88 no's that I got, right? And those 88 no's, I promise you, in the next 5 years, I'm going to still be loving on all 88 of them. And at least 44 of them are going to be my customers, right? Like, that's the goal, is to be authentic and not write people off when they're not interested. Like, keep building those, like, you got to be authentic and love people well, right? But those 88 no's, if you're not getting a whole lot of no's every single day, you're not talking to enough people.
Yeah, I tell our team all the time, we have to remember we are in the business of helping people. And honestly, if someone ever asks you what you do and you respond with, I'm in the business of helping people, that opens a much bigger conversation than I'm in network marketing or I sell vitamins and supplements, just by the way. But we are in the business of helping other people. So, oh, and I wanted to mention, you do not have a garage full of products, but you do have a beautiful kitchen. And every time I've been there, there's been a caterer cooking in it. She's right. She does not cook. It's true. It's true. She's got
caterer coming twice in the next 2 weeks, Amber. There's no shame in my game. I love entertaining. I don't like cooking.
Yes, no shaming, because it's always good catering, that's for sure. So we have some questions over here in the chat, and I want to just tell you guys, if you have some questions for Celeste, You want to put it
And
in
if
the
you need to log
chat?
off, I know we've gone over, we will probably
you're
talk about you, but it won't be that bad. Like if you have to log off, it's okay.
Yeah, no, we most definitely will. No, we're good. Our call normally wraps up around 8:30, so we're good.
Okay, okay.
So what does it look like when you invite someone to a real stories, real people call is one of the questions we have over here.
Like, what do I send them?
I guess, Aaron, do you want to expand on that just a little bit? Like, what do you send them? I'm assuming these are people that you've already built a relationship with, you've already talked to them about it, talked with them.
Yeah. Okay. She said, yeah. So I just send a message. I have it in my notes section and I try to personalize every message, that I send. Like, hey, there's a call tonight. Would you want to hop on 15 minutes? You don't have to turn your camera on. You can be a fly on the wall. I know you were talking about X, Y, or Z, right? Wellness, wealth, weight loss, whatever. I think you might be encouraged by this call. And then I literally say, because relationships are so important to me, after the call, if you're not interested, just tell me you're not interested. I'll see you at church on Sunday. Love you, mean it. Like y'all think I'm kidding about that, like syrupy sweet. I want you to know that I care way more about my relationship with you than you hopping on this call, right? But if you hop on the call and you're still not interested, like we're good. They're going to be interested because the calls are awesome. So it's just, and then, I have the link. And Amber, I can even send you my copy paste message if you want to post it in your team page, remind me, and you can post it in your team page. And the graphics I post on my story every week and on my team page every week for both of those calls. And I think it's just, it's a little bit time consuming, but man, like if you can get people, it's third party validation, right? So like if Mindy is just like talking to her friends and going, this stuff's so awesome. I feel so great. I'm on day 4 and I'm feeling so great. And this crazy lady, like I got on this call, like she's having major success and she's looking great, all the things. Like you're saying that, right? If you get people on those calls, it's third party validation, right? They're hearing 3 or 4 testimonials that are super concise and rehearsed and real people, real stories. See what we did there? And it's like third party validation from people that they're not connected to. So they're not going, okay, I just need to take Mindy's word for it. Or, okay, Terry said that, but like, I don't know, like, I just need somebody, like, I don't know anybody else that's doing this. Like, they're getting that validation from people that have nothing to do with you, that this stuff doesn't just work for Mindy or Terry. It works for Celeste and Amber and Vicky that led the call tonight, right? So that's the value of getting them on there. And hearing great, vast, like, I think it's 2 product and 1 business on every single one of them.
That's awesome. Who's gonna get on those and invite some folks? Absolutely. I'm down. We're doing it. I'm assuming you guys have one this coming Sunday.
Thursday 1st. Wait, what's today? Oh my gosh, said the network marketer. I don't even know what day it is. Monday.
Today's Monday.
Yes, Thursday would be real people, real stories.
My days are all kind of from traveling. So
listen, when I wash my hair and go worship Jesus on Sunday, that's kind of like, that's the only day I wash my hair. And that's the only day that I know what day it is. So it's real. Every other day is kind of all the same for me. Thursday night is real people, real stories. Sunday night is Silver and Six. So yeah, I mean, we have the graphics. They're probably already on my team page. I don't know. I post a lot. I'll go look and I'll tag you if I haven't, if I posted it, and if I haven't, I'll send it to you. Okay, but I mean, we give 2 or 3 days notice because we want you guys to have time to reach out to folks, right? Right. And listen, if you don't have anybody else getting on, I get on every single one and I walk away motivated, right? Like, I don't care if I've invited 6 people got life going on, nobody hops on. I still get off of that feeling like, okay, this is why I do what I do. I love this stuff. I love this company. So lots of belief building for ambassadors and potentials, no matter what.
Okay, so over here in the chat, a couple questions. Do you have a set way of starting people on the triplex? We could honestly talk about any product. It doesn't necessarily have to be the triplex. Or do you cater it person to person? What is the most acceptable? We're talking about products here, Celeste. I know me and you are like,
I don't know. I just glazed over a little bit.
So what do you feel is the most successful way to get people started on the triplex in your experience?
I mean, it's definitely, I start everyone on triplex, and I'm telling you what, like this, Amber might be like, I am not a like add on. Like, I want to start you with the least amount of money that you can spend to see the most results, right? I mean, there, like I said, I think there's 5 or 6 of you on. I'm going to say, yeah, start here with triplex, and here's how you take it. And of course, now we've got reset and balance. And here's how you take that. I've got graphics for everything that I send, or flip books. Do you have the flip books? I can send those to you too. They're
Okay.
amazing. I know I sent them to like Mindy, and I mean, all of you guys that just joined, you're like, oh, I thought she was like super personal with me. This is what she does to everyone she wants to join her team and wants to order product. But you know, I have a system in place of what I send, but there's also got to be that personal touch, right? Like if somebody works weird hours, I'm gonna say, okay, well, try drinking your pink drink at this time of day with your balance before this meal. Like I'm their cheerleader more than anything. I am not a health and wellness expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I can find the answers, right? So I think for me, it's more just like you're almost like you're cheerleading, you're coaching. I'm finding the resources, and I have the ones that I keep that are kind of like the troubleshooting of how to take product and stuff like that. But it's very personal. I mean, I love communication and I love relationships. So I'm a big voice messenger. I know some of these new girls are like, yeah, she is. She sends a lot of messages because I want to get to know them, right? Like I want it to be like, we're on this team together. We're working together. If nothing else, we're friends and I want to help you have success with the products. I mean, of those 28, I had 6 after I sent them the call go, hey, I'm not interested in working this as a business at all. And I go, okay, awesome. I am so happy to have you as a customer. If anybody asks, don't forget you have that referral link. And then I'll check back in with them in a month and see how they're doing on their product, right? So I'm not going to like hound anyone to work this business. It's not for everyone. It's okay. Like this is like not traditional. There are a lot of people that they think it's really normal to get up and get dressed up and sit in traffic and go to a 9 to 5 and then rinse and repeat to make somebody else rich. Like that's just not the life I want, right? But there are people that don't get that and they're not good. They will love our products and never work the business, right? That's okay. Period.
Yes.
Did I answer that? Oh, I feel like I really sucked that one up. I did not really.
No, you answered that great and then some. I thought it was great. So, okay. This question is, how do you get someone to start their products as soon as they arrive? You cannot answer that you drive to their house and pour pink drink down their throat. But how do you get someone to start their products as soon as they arrive?
I mean, I just see when their product is shipped and I just follow, hey, did you get your product? Did you take your, just messaging. I mean, I'm pretty like annoying, persistent in real life. So, I mean, I think
it's
it's
that
just
accountability and that reminder because they are starting something brand new. And I think sometimes people, they don't mean to, they just forget because they're starting it brand new.
I tell everybody to keep their ProBio 5 on their bedside. When you get into bed, you got your water, take your ProBio 5, right? Like that's easy peasy. Now I'm telling everyone to, I've got 3 bottles of balance because my husband keeps taking one and I've got one in my purse and one at home because I'm like, I want to, you know, like always have that with me. And that's so exciting. But I think, you know, it's just that accountability and the real friendship of reaching out to folks. Like, honestly, of like, I want you to have success, drink your water. I want you to have success, take your product. It's not magic. There's no, we're not doing brain surgery over here.
Well, and just remember, we don't ever know what's going on inside someone else's house. They can be telling you they're taking their products and they may not. Yeah, we've all had those people that they're like, I'm going to quit. It's not working for me. And then they message you later and they're like, I have 6 bags of Slim. Do you want it? Right. And you're like, maybe that's why it wasn't working. You have to actually drink it. You have to take the product.
Yes, for sure, for sure. And how many people have I had, and I know y'all too, that come back and they're like, okay, like I'm gonna do this again because I didn't really take it last time. And I'm like, duh. Thought you were like pulling one over on me, girl. Like, I know you are not taking your product. Like, it's fine. Let's go again. But most of the time people will own that later. So many folks, and then they come back around and have great success, you know? And again, you don't know what's going on in their house. So no judgment.
Does anyone else have any other questions for Celeste?
I feel like this call was so chill. I hope that I gave y'all something that was valuable.
I've taken a bunch of notes. I want to get all those graphics from you and get on those calls you mentioned, but I just want to open it up if anyone else has any other questions. Yes, you can take our products while you are on antibiotics. You just want to spread out your antibiotic from your probiotic.
Oh yeah.
Anybody else have any other questions for Celeste? I tell her she doesn't really need a last name. She's like Cher or Madonna, but with higher standards. So yes, it was
I'll
such a
take
good
that.
call too. Absolutely. At least in Plexus, you are Celeste. Oh, someone wants to know where you get all your cute clothes.
Oh my gosh. Nuuly, I rent most of my clothes. If you don't
Ooh,
use Nuuly, you should. Nuuly. You get 6 items a month. You keep them as long as you want, and then you send them back and you pick 6 more things.
that's fun. Are you reading any good leadership books right now?
Oh, I just finished one. Hold on. I mean, y'all, the suspense, right? First of all, if you haven't read, this is really not like personal growth and development, but it is. I just finished a book called Just Do Something. Oh, I just started it, guys. Let's listen right now. Hold on. It's literally playing. Highly suggest that. And it's basically just about like prayer and, God's will for your life. And if you're prayerful, just make a decision, just do something. And my daughter told me to read it. She's like, Mom, it's going to change your business. It's going to change your business. And it's been awesome. The other one that I just finished, it's fire. It's called Exactly What to Say by Phil Jones. He actually spoke, was that at a Jewel thing? He was in Hawaii, or where were we this year? Mexico. And I think he spoke at convention, but it basically gives you wording, just how to get people like reeled in. And I can send you the notes for that too, Amber, because I took notes on every chapter. It is so good. And it's like a short read. I think I read the whole book in an hour and a half. And I'm not like a super fast
Do
reader.
you normally always do audiobooks or do you sit down and read too?
Both. I do Audible on the treadmill and in the car, but I love a good paper book. Like
Yeah.
if I'm going on a trip or like if I'm just at home, I always have several books going at once, which does get a little confusing. But yeah, I usually have a real book on my bedside table, Audible for working
And
out,
not worried about The Bachelor.
and not watching The Bachelor.
Even the Golden Bachelor, which I heard was
No,
but
I don't know. But my husband actually just told someone that like sometimes we'll get in bed and he'll turn on a show and I'll like not say anything and I'll like put my AirPods in because I want to act like I'm spending time with him and I'm really listening to a book.
you put your hair over it. That's hilarious.
And I was like, I did not know that you knew that I did that.
Okay, great. Yes, Terry's like, great tip. Great tips from Celeste. Then if your husband gets upset with you, you can blame it on Celeste.
Exactly. Thanks, guys.
Do we have any more questions? We're almost right at ending time here, but I don't want to close it if someone has a pressing question. If you want to unmute and ask, or if you want to put it in the chat. Going
I
once.
just want to really challenge everyone while they're thinking about their question. Y'all, the next 4 days, free reset. I mean, in 11 years, this is the best deal that I've ever seen. Like, get your people signed up. Did I just see another question? Reach out. Oh, ministry.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will really, how are we doing good on time? I feel like I've been talking so much.
We've got like 5, 6, 7 minutes.
Okay. Again, you can log off if you have to. So our ministry is, so my dad is a missionary in Africa. Since I was 14, he's a businessman, but he did mission work on his own, self-funded, successful businessman. Him and his buddies would go over and build a church or go over and do a project for my entire life. I started going over there when I was 16. It was like mom and pop. Like it would just be my dad and his friends. They'd put a toothbrush in their like front pocket. They're like John Wayne, and they would just get on a plane and go literally sleep under the stars. Like there was nothing in this village where we are now. They literally slept in sleeping bags. And so over the course of about the last 10 years, my husband and I, we actually formed, a 501c3. So like it's an official nonprofit, and we, God has just blown it up. We built 26 churches. We built a medical clinic, a birthing center. We have drilled a couple of water wells. We have a child sponsorship program for our school where we feed, backpack, clothes, shoe, sock, 400 students every year. We feed them Monday through Friday. Y'all, before we started this project 3 years ago, our kids were the lowest testing in the district, is what we'll say, because that's the way that we would describe it, the region. We started feeding them 3 years ago. They have been number one for the last 3 years because we're literally feeding them so they can pay attention. Everyone wants to go to our school because our kids have uniforms, our kids have socks and shoes, our kids get new backpacks every year, our kids get a Christmas present every year. We go over there and do a vacation Bible school twice a year. We have a pastors training conference every single month, so we're multiplying pastors. And then right now we just started a model farm project because we just had the worst drought that we've ever had. So all of our money, that's the other reason I still work Plexus, because send a lot of money to Africa. All of our money had to go to feed these folks during the drought, right? So now that they're out of the drought, we are building a farm so that we can teach them how to farm so that they can grow their own food and save it for when there's a drought. So we're just trying to think big to really just change their community. I'm actually leaving day after tomorrow. I have 2 kids. I have 2 kids, but these are not my 2 kids. We have 2 kids that are studying in Tennessee right now at a international Christian boarding school. It's a Plexus connection. Julia Carty is another diamond, and her husband was on staff there. And they're going to be there for 4 years. We have 2 more that are trying to get their visas. So we'll have 4 kids in the States. And our goal is to send them back to Mpokani. Like, we want them to go back and make our community there better, right? We have built, it's like a city in the middle of the bush in Africa, 4.5 hours from a paved road. I mean, you're on a goat path in a big old bumpy van. If you get car sick, buckle up because you're going to get sick. But we've just been really blessed, and about the child sponsorship program, I always like to mention this because I think it's so cool. We are doing really big things. Like, God is doing really big things through my Plexus finances, right? Our child sponsorship program, I would say about half of our kids are sponsored by Plexus ambassadors right now, $30 a month. So I just want you all to know, like, that's the blessing of these kids, 200 kids getting fed every single day and educated and all the things, because I joined Plexus and there's like-minded people that want to give back, whether they're silver or whether they're double diamond, right? Like the widows might. If you have a little, give a little, that's a lot, right? Like, I think that is so, like, the blessing of, holy moly, like, where would we be without Plexus? Not just the organization with the churches and the big projects and all the things, with our child sponsorship program. Like, it's incredible. So I'm so thankful for that.
Oh, I could listen to you talk about that all day long. Like that.
Oh, and I would. I just had to cut myself off. Like, I feel like I saw like the shoulder, like.
I mean, I knew you guys had done a ton of stuff, but I didn't know about all of that. That is amazing. I want you to tell the website if someone wants to sponsor a child.
Yeah, so it's Mission Maasai, MAASAI.com. And we're on Facebook and Instagram. And that's my other job. I run our social media for Mission Maasai too. So it's Mission MAASAI.com. All the projects are there. You can see what we're doing. Follow us on Instagram.
That is awesome. I love your heart. You and Andrew have done some mighty, mighty things there, and super proud of y'all just for following God's leading, all of that, and to see how Plexus has made such a difference halfway around the world with these kiddos. It's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you got anything else you want to add, or?
No, I just love you guys. Like, thanks for giving me some time tonight. I hope that if anything else, you're going to walk away going, that Celeste Gwynn is a hot mess. If she can do this, I can do this. And that's fine if that's your takeaway. Like, we're good.
No, you have given me so much tonight. So I'm grateful. And I saw a lot of people taking notes, and lots of people over in the chat talking about how this has been so great. So thank you so much, Celeste. I really appreciate it. I want to close this out in a quick word of prayer, and we will see you guys next week. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for this night. Lord, I thank you for Celeste and for her willingness to pour into us tonight, Lord. God, we do pray over this ministry, Mission Maasai. Lord, we pray for the funds to come in more abundantly than ever before, and for more kids to be able to be supported and more things be done for your glory. God, I pray over Celeste and her family. I pray for their safety and their health. Lord, I pray that you will just this year, this next year, just make it a great year for them. Rain down your richest blessings upon them for her willingness to pour into other people. Lord, I thank you for our team. I know that there are some people on our team that are walking through some heavy, heavy things right now. Lord, I just pray that you will comfort them and give them that peace that passes all understanding. Lord Jesus, we love you and we thank you and praise you for all that you are. Be with us these next few days as we get the no's and we get ghosted. Lord, help us to just keep going forward and find those people that you have handpicked to be on our teams. Lord, we love you. In your name, amen. You guys have
Amen.
a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Monday night. Good night. Thank you, Celeste.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.